Okay, so I just watched the trailer for Black Mass, the new Johnny Depp movie about notorious 70s gangster named Whitey Bulger. And I have to say the only thing more gangster than the name Whitey Bulger is Dakota Johnson's makeup in this movie. It's subtle, seductive, restrained, and just naturally sexy. Basically everything you wouldn't expect from a real-life mob wife. Hi everyone, I'm Casey Holmes, and this is The Makeup Room, my new show for Regal Cinemas, where I get to teach you how to get the hottest looks from the coolest movies. On today's episode of The Makeup Room, I'll be demonstrating the look of Dakota Johnson as Lindsay Cyr in Black Mass.
Jimmy's business is Jimmy's business. We all need friends.
So what really stood out to me about this look is just how naturally beautiful it is. I mean, they just amped up her lips a little bit, added a gorgeous highlight, and I also want to do a winged liner just to kind of go along with the 70s theme. So I think it's going to be really fun. It's kind of easy to do. So we're just going to go ahead and start with foundation. Okay, so to start this look, she has really beautiful skin, but it also still looks really natural. So I'm gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation because it still gives me quite a bit of coverage, but it still looks like skin. It's not too much going on, and that's what she has. It looks like she already has beautiful skin anyways, so we're just gonna kind of mimic that with this brush. I like using pretty much anything, a beauty blender, a brush like this, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna work on is her brows. She has really gorgeous, naturally full brows. So all we're gonna have to do is just fill in the spaces that we have in our brows and not really do a specific arch or anything. So I'm gonna use this pomade from Anastasia and this dual-ended brush. We're just gonna brush through them and then slightly fill them in. In the picture, she still has a little bit of spacing just to make it look very natural and full. So you don't have to be super precise about this. Just kind of define them a little bit more, make them a tad bit darker. And then we're just gonna go ahead and move on to eyeliner. Like I said, I wanted to kind of make this a little bit more 70s inspired, and winged liner was really big back then, so I'm just gonna take my favorite one from Makeup Forever. It is a matte eyeliner, so it's not gonna have any shine, which I really like. I think it looks a little bit more clean. And all you're gonna wanna do is line your upper lash line and wing it out just a little bit. So all I'm doing is like pressing it right there against the lash line, so it's not too thick. And then after you have your basic line down, you're just gonna wanna extend the wing out from your lower lash line and then connect it to that line. So that's the wing I'm gonna do today. It's really subtle, but still kind of gives you that cat eye look, which was really big back in the 70s. In this picture, you can totally see her lashes. I don't know if they're real or fake, but they are beautiful. So I'm going to mimic them with a little bit of false lashes. So I'm just gonna add some mascara so that they blend really nicely with them. You don't need a lot of mascara, just a couple coats to make them dark, so that way everything blends together. We're gonna add just a couple little false lashes. They don't have to be anything dramatic, just something more wispy, and it'll make your eyes really open up and make them look more awake. And I love her lashes in this. So I'm going to take these and just put some lash glue on them. And the trick with lash glue is to really let it sit for about 30 seconds, so that way it gets tacky and you can stick it on and it doesn't slide around everywhere, because that's the most challenging part when it comes to false lashes. Okay, so once it's tacky, we're just gonna go ahead and place this right on the lashes. Not directly on them, but really, really super close. Just so that way they look more natural and you can't really detect them. And then once you have them about where you want them, just kind of let them chill and hang out and move on to the next one. So we can add a little bit of eyeliner later to kind of cover up the band and if there's any glue showing. Okay, so now that we have the lashes on, another thing I really noticed about her look is she has a very bright waterline. And to kind of mimic that, we're gonna take a nude liner. This one's from Rimmel. It's really nice. It's not like a stark white color. It's just a nice nude shade. Looks like your skin tone. And we're gonna pop this on the waterline. And this is just gonna make the eyes look more awake and really brighten everything up. And if you're ever super tired, you can do this for any day, even when you don't have makeup, just to make you look a little bit more awake. And then last thing for the eyes is I noticed she has a lot of definition or shadow right here at her lower lash line. It's nothing too intense, it's just a little bit of shadow underneath there. So I'm going to take just a kind of medium brown shade. You don't really want to see it too much. I'm going to lightly tap it. I'm going to take the same brush that I used for my eyebrows because it's a multi-purpose thing. And we're just going to very, very lightly run this on that lower lash line. Just kind of press up against it. You don't have to be hard with it. Just very, very lightly run it right there. And you can see it kind of adds a little bit something extra to the look. And this will also help open up the eyes as well. So for her face, you can tell she has a really gorgeous highlight, and there's just a tiny bit of bronzer to kind of add some definition to the face. So all I'm gonna do is take this bronzer here from Hourglass. It's really nice. It looks like skin and it has a natural glow to it. So I'm gonna take just the smallest amount of this and put it right on my cheeks very, very lightly. Just so it doesn't look like you came back from the Bahamas, because she has really gorgeous pale skin and just a little bit of definition. And then for my favorite part, which is highlighter, I love highlighting, and hers is absolutely gorgeous in this movie. So I'm gonna take this Lorac Pro palette and take the shimmer highlight in here, and we're gonna just take anything, you could take your finger actually, and just put it in the product, and then run it right across the top of your cheekbone. And you can see she has a little tiny bit here on her nose. I'm gonna brush it out a little bit to blend it. Okay, so to get the My Lip Color But Better look, I'm just gonna take a lipstick that's a couple shades darker than my actual lip color. I'm just gonna pop that on. And this one is Half and Half by MAC. Just pop it on. And then another thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of tap it out to give it more of that natural look. Okay, so this is the final look for Dakota, and now I'm gonna go finish off my hair to give you the full look. And that completes Dakota Johnson's Wallflower with an Attitude Black Mask look. You can look for Black Mask in Regal Cinemas opening September 18th. And word to the wise, guys and gals, it would be criminal to miss out on opening night. So get your tickets early by clicking the link below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this one.